about it, but only to mention that he, like with Lyme's disease, he believes that it can be transmitted from person to person. Okay, think about that for a second. Just think about that. And there are probably more than a few people listening right now that have struggled with Lyme's disease. It can be a devastating disease, devastating, if you don't get a handle on it. So, I wanted to introduce Dr. Kleinhardt to you. I know many of you are curious, and you'll go and you'll look him up and you'll read. There's plenty there at his website, kleinhardtacademy.com. Here's how to connect if you want to know more.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us, like us, and share us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we have over 54,000 views at Let's Talk Nutrition, where everything is closed captioned and archived by date.
So, another story trending this morning, yet another one about low-carb diets. And I'll give you my take on it in a second here. The study is the study. And people are always looking for ways to lose weight, manage weight. And, people looking for the perfect food, the perfect diet, the fast way, the most successful way. But, it gets back to, Dr. David Katz, who's been on my show, by the way, foods that promote satiety, a feeling of lasting fullness, do exist, he said. What foods is he referring to? Something I talk about on this show all the time. Fiber-rich foods. I keep saying this over and over. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table went out to look for the Holy Grail. We can stop the hunt for the Holy Grail for how to maintain blood glucose and insulin levels and help lose weight. It's fiber-based foods or supplements. And that's, you got people like Dr. Katz. Then you have, and I wrote about her volumetrics diet, Barbara Rolls, the author of the book, The Ultimate Volumetrics Diet. You'll find an article or two on that. I wrote about it. It's on my website. And maybe I'll report on it in the second hour if I have a moment. But the best way to maintain weight loss may be to change your diet. Easy for me to say, not so easy for people to do. And they recommend in this study, move to a low carbohydrate diet, according to this new research. It was published in the British Medical Journal, BMJ. There were 164 overweight or obese people in the study, and they were able to get their weight down by 12%, which is significant. And they were stabilized at the weight and put on a high, medium, or low carbohydrate diet for 20 weeks. The diets were made up of 20% carbohydrate, 60% protein, and 40% fat. Listen to that distribution of those macronutrients. 20% carbs, 60% protein, 40% fat. It's that 60, 40, 20 diet. This is nothing new under the sun. Then they had 40% carbs and fat and 20% protein. High carbs, high fat, low protein. And then they had 60% carbs, 20% protein and fat. So there were three variations there. Low carb with high protein, high fat. Moderate carb with low fat and low protein, and the other combination. When we come back, top of the hour, I'll tell you what they found. It's an interesting way to go about doing this, and it does make a difference. The question becomes, what carbs are we